Here we are right now. Let's come together right now. Flow with, grow with, levitate with Tate. It's time to rewind, unwind, divine, tap in with the Oracle 8.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for tapping in and tuning on to Levitate with Tate. I'm trying things different today. I'm going to have some images that are going to be on the screen, but you can also pick from the piles that are right here, because the images are going to be associated with the piles. So I'm going to flash the images after this little brief introduction here. But today I just want to say thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and sharing or commenting. I have a giveaway going, so make sure to comment on the videos. Today we're asking, what toxic traits do I need to let go of? We have 3 different piles, and then after this I'm going to briefly pop up the 3 different pictures so you can choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Again, my name is Tate, and I like to channel the Oracle 8, so I have 8 guides around me helping me get a direct message that I can deliver to you for the question on what toxic traits can I let go of. Again, we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, and I'm going to go ahead and put the pictures up now so you can take a deep breath and choose the photo and go with your intuition. Hello everyone who chose pile 1 for the first picture, or the first pile, on what toxic traits do I need to let go of. So we'll go ahead and start with the Oracle card that you got. And this is the Lady of the Ocean of Rebirth. So there's some ocean in here, lots of ocean, some emotion. So it kind of indicates like a karmic heaviness, which could be a good thing, okay? Because it's time you earn rewards from your past achievements, maybe. And she's also here to help heal from the inside out, because it's time to let go of like past anxieties. Okay, so the 2 of Cups is also signifies, emotions and being bound by past, the past, okay? So you do not want to spend outside of your means either. Sometimes that's what the 2 of Cups can indicate. But it also encourages you to openly express your feelings and communicate honestly with those who you love. And it could be a sign to prioritize relationships that you care about and try to deepen those connections by showing empathy and offering support to those you care about. Okay? The 3 of Discs indicates that like everyone has a role they can do to help accomplish things. And when we all work together, we accomplish things more efficiently and better than we do on our own. And so we need diverse viewpoints and experiences and expertise to accomplish things that you've dreamed of. So perhaps this is an encouragement to ask for help from others if you are struggling to achieve goals on your own. Okay, so we got the Ace of Wands here. Okay, so maybe you have been waiting for a sign or waiting until the moment's right to start a new project. And this is a sign that you need to act now, okay? Action is what helps you grow, okay? And build momentum, okay? Small steps accumulate and they build over time and helps you grow over time, okay? And this might be a sign to not procrastinate and don't think too abstractly, okay? Use all that energy that you have to sharpen your abilities, okay? And the Chariot in reverse can indicate like a lack of discipline, lack of preparedness, lack of control. You have the ability to choose your own path with each and every step, okay? It indicates you have a lack of direction or a sense of failure, or you even may experience self-doubt. So you need to reflect on your plan before you move forward, because if we move forward in a direction just based on our feelings, we can get really lost, okay? And the King of Cups reminds us to take calm action, just like I was saying, okay? If there's a crisis, do not be afraid to ask for help. So make sure you find balance in your financial dealings, okay? So I think that you might be worried that others may take advantage of you, but take time to approach situations calmly, okay? I think that you like to take on everything based on your past emotional experiences. You have been taught that you need to do it all on your own, and that if you're not accomplishing all of this on your own, then you are not worthy. And so therefore you have this constant tie and bind to the past, because that worry comes and stems from the past. And so you have the inability to move forward, right? Because of these emotions that you need to let go, okay? Healing them it's cycles, it's waves. Things come and go. Some days we're a lot better than we are other days. But each step forward to healing and progressing on our own with help from others is what the Three of Discs is indicating, that you need to align yourself to ask for help. You're taking on all this healing on your own. There might be some areas in your life that you can reach out for help and get better aligned with yourself, because you're not taking on so much responsibility, okay? You have a lot of love here, and there's a lot of emotion, and there's a lot of energy, and there's a lot of drive, but you're stuck for some reason, okay? And so one of your toxic traits might be not believing in yourself or procrastinating, okay? We need to let go of what holds us, our beliefs from the past, of what happened in the past, okay? Make sure you find balance within your emotions, because it also indicates that could lead to financial insecurity, okay? You gotta help heal from the past, from the inside out, okay? You need to openly express your feelings and communicate to deepen those connections, to relieve some of that stress that you have. And the only way forward is action. Action is the only way you're going to be able to do this. So your inaction is stifling you. And maybe you just need to, take a step back, sharpen your viewpoint of what you need out of life to heal better, and who you can ask to help get where you need to go. It doesn't have to be on your healing journey. It can be in anywhere in your life. Who can help you relieve some of that stress, okay? That's your toxic trait, is you take on too much. And I do it too. I don't ask for help. I'm a chronic person that thinks that I can do it all. It's hyper independence is what your toxic trait is, okay? And it's a learned behavior, and we think that it signifies our worthiness because we don't need anybody else. But in reality, it can damage our relationships, and it can damage our sense of self, and it can damage our direction in life, okay? So maybe just re-examining, you need to re-examine why you feel like you need to take it all on, okay? There is karmic energy here, which means that you've taken so much on that you should be seeing some sort of help soon, okay? But don't push it away, and don't be afraid to ask for it if you have to ask for it, okay? All right. Thank you, everyone who is tuned in to Levitate with Tate and the Oracle 8. I appreciate you staying to the end of what toxic patterns do I need to let go of. And I will see you next time. Hello, everyone who chose pile number 2. Thank you for tuning in and tapping in with Levitate with Tate. If you chose the second image or the second pile, this is your reading. And we are going to be asking in and tapping in so I can channel from my guides. What is a toxic trait that I can let go of? Or what toxic traits do I need to let go of, okay? So this is your spread here. Okay. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, comment. I have a giveaway going. For every 100 likes, comments, subscribes, I'm going to be giving away a free reading. And there's no limit to how many of those you can enter into. Okay, let's see here. Give me one moment. Okay, so here we go. This one has some topless images, so I'm going to hold this here. Got the Temperance card, which can indicate a need to use self-restraint. And you might need to take control of your thoughts and your feelings, because she can indicate a need to find a balance and find a way to cultivate harmony in your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Okay, and the Six of Cups. I like how there's literally all ocean right here. And we'll go into this, but there's a lot of blue in the ocean. The waves come in from the Six of Cups. There's been this longing for the past. And you may need to forgive yourself and release guilt about the past. Okay? It seems like you've forgotten about your ambitions and your dreams that you've had. And maybe you've forgotten about them because you were focusing too much on the regrets of your past. Okay? So you need to reconnect to the freedom you felt when you were a child. You were feeling, this is like a sign to come back to the past, but you're also holding on to the past. So you want to come back to the feeling of being free, but you want to let go of the longing for the past, the nostalgia, okay? And the Eight of Cups indicates letting go of the past too, okay? So moving on to something new, okay? You must be willing to let go of old beliefs and habits and attachments you may have been, unnecessarily clinging to because it was familiar, okay? Even if it's not helpful. Maybe all these things are things that you're clinging to from the past because you find them familiar. And instead of letting go and moving past those regrets, you're stuck. Okay? More sixes. You got the Six of Wands here, which is the card of triumph and success. But it can indicate ego and arrogance and a feeling that you're more important than other people and that nobody is better than you. Okay? So the King of Wands in reverse, Rode de Bâton in reverse, can indicate that you may have been and you may have made some rash decisions based on your emotions and you're impulsively making choices, okay? It can indicate emotional unavailability, immaturity, or being overly dramatic. And you might have been acting unpredictable or have emotional outbursts or mood swings. And you have a difficult connecting to others because of this emotional feeling, not being able to balance that out. Okay, the Four of Pentacles reverse can indicate that you are constantly worried about losing your financial stability or security. And it's really important to balance, being too prudent and being open to new possibilities. It can represent a breakthrough in releasing old patterns that you have been avoiding from connecting you to your true self, okay? Holding on to all these things is not going to get you to where you want to go, okay? So the blue over here, this is all about truth and clarity and water and the emotions. And there's actual water here. It's therapeutic. It's used to cool and soothe. That's what blue is, okay? But it can signify a sense of mourning or, a deep connection to the past. You have a deep connection to these things that you're holding on to. But it encourages us to unwind and find peace and listen to your intuition, okay? And use your imagination to heal, okay? Our Lady of Becoming, She sees that you have talent, but you have not fully developed it, okay? And you know that, and you have that sense and your intuition. And you have a sense that you need to make a move or take action, but you don't. So you really get a place where you feel like you can truly belong. You want to truly belong. So that's why you're holding on to this, is because it feels like in the past that's where you truly belonged, and you don't feel like you truly belong here in your present, okay? You can feel really uncertain about the future, and I think that's what you're feeling right now, is uncertain, okay? But she is always with you, okay? No matter what is currently happening to you, she reminds you that the divine is always there. You are always going to be evolving. You are always going to be becoming into greater versions of ourselves, okay? Letting go of these things doesn't indicate that we didn't experience it, okay? Maybe you're having one of your toxic traits is out of control thoughts. You just keep rolling and rolling, and they get out of control. And you don't take action because the past, you're really focusing on the past, and there's some sort of lack mentality that has kept you stuck, has kept you from letting go and moving on. Okay, so you need to avoid making rash and impulsive decisions. Okay? We need to let go. You have to have a willingness to let go of these bad beliefs and habits that you have a tendency to cling on to. Okay? But you have the potential to break through these habits. Okay? But do not avoid connecting to your true feelings. Okay? Your true feelings are going to be what's going to be able to help you understand it all and let go of it and move forward and have a plan and have action. Okay? So I think that you might be hanging on to things too tightly, and that's one of your toxic traits. You need to be able to cultivate harmony, okay, in your thoughts, in order to have them in your actions, in order to have them in your present day. Okay, you don't have to forgive, but you do need to let go. Okay? Because focusing on the past is not going to get you there, and it's not going to get where you want to go. It's just going to ruin the present for you right now. So we really need to, maybe CBD therapy really helped me. Okay? You are evolving and becoming a greater version of yourself. But you're not fully developed. You're always evolving. And in order to do that, you need to accept the past, let go of the past, and gently put it down. Okay? And use self-restraint when it comes to your thoughts, because they will keep rolling and rolling and rolling. Okay? I think you're an overthinker, and I think that's one of your toxic traits. Okay? Anyways, thank you so much, Pile 2. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in to Levitate with Tate. Please hit the subscribe button. Remember, I have that giveaway going to a free tarot reading for every 100 likes, subscribes, and shares, comments, YouTube and Instagram, and you'll get one of my paid readings for free. All right. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Hello, everyone who chose pile number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in with Levitate with Tate. Today, we're going to tap in and tune on and channel a message from the Oracle 8, which are my spirit guides and my angels and the divine presence around me to help read a reading. These are the people that chose the third picture or the third pile on what toxic traits do you need to let go of. Okay. So let's see here. So the Shaman of Cups here encourages us to release any emotional ties that bind us to the past, okay? And he encourages us to do that by being thankful for what we have surrounded by us right now. And it can also indicate that you may be wearing a mask to help you process and understand an immense change that has happened in your life or in your world. Okay? The High Priestess is about paying attention to your dreams, and maybe you're seeing signs from the universe. You need to keep your big goals and projects to yourself, okay? So it's important to remain private right now, and confidentiality is key, okay? People may be not taking you very seriously, but do not take others' opinions as fact, but just a matter that you are on the right path, because that indicates that your light is irritating their dark. Okay? We got the Three of Swords here, which can represent a deep emotional pain, heartbreak. It can indicate unexpected events that cause intense emotions. And this can also indicate that you need to grieve, to process the pain, and allow yourself to have an emotional release. Okay? And it kind of signifies don't take anything for granted. Okay? The Temperance in the reverse can indicate a lack of control. Okay? You maybe have too much indulgence or an addiction, or you have been doing something unhealthy, some coping mechanisms to deal with the stress or the grief. And the Temperance in the reverse can indicate a lack of certain path, okay? And when you don't have a certain path, it can lead to turbulence and excess and coping. And so she encourages moderation, because that is important. And so you must examine where your life is out of balance, okay? The fool looks before he leaps, or he looks before he leaps. He also looks at it from a different perspective. But be careful of being reckless, or if you have a lack of commitment or spontaneity, because sometimes others can see it that you're foolishly allowing others to control you. Okay? And other people might not understand what you're doing, but you don't need to tell them what you're doing. You should keep your ideas to yourself until they become reality, so that no one can mess with your energy, okay? And this Ace of Coins can indicate that you were really trying to turn your ideas into tangible evidence. However, if you don't act on them, there becomes a stagnant energy, and it could indicate like financial troubles end up happening because of your stagnancy. And so this card reminds us to remain optimistic, but most importantly, release self-doubt, because it's time to realize you have potential and achieve your dreams. Okay? And the Lady of the Sacred Heart. Okay? You can be full of both doubts and trust. And no matter how things unfold, the Lady of the Sacred Heart will always guide you safely and softly. And she can help you heal. Okay? She will never turn away from you. Okay? So I think what's going on really is one of your toxic traits is that you've been dealing with some emotional grief that you haven't been able to emotionally express, correct, okay, or process the pain. And because you haven't been able to emotionally release that, you've been using unhealthy coping mechanisms, which has allowed you to be steered off course. And you're putting on a mask to others to indicate that you're okay. But there has been a lack of commitment on your part, probably because you make commitments before, like me, I'm ADHD, I make commitments and then I don't feel like doing it. But because you talk about all of these plans and all of these big ideas and you don't fulfill them, people aren't going to listen to your big ideas or your big plans, or they're going to take them from you. So you need to release trying to impress people with your ideas, okay? And you need to keep your goals and your projects to yourself, because that privacy is going to help you develop ways to healthily cope with the grief, okay? Your light might irritate other people, but it is not your responsibility to try to make them feel better, okay? You need to keep an eye out for symbols and signs from the universe on how you can move forward and heal from the grief, okay? Because you need to figure out a way that you can take off that mask, okay? And you need to put down the coping mechanisms, be honest and truthful with yourself and truthful with others, but don't falsely promise anything, because that can lead people to not believing you, okay? And so even though you have trust and doubts in yourself, you know that telling other people isn't gonna help you get to where you need to go, okay? So I think that you might have a tendency to self-promote to help you feel better, and because you don't end up following through on a lot of those, that makes you feel worse about yourself, and then you promise more to overcompensate for it, okay? I think what you need to do is look at it from a different perspective, try to understand why you do that, okay? But also keep things to yourself. Start practicing secrecy. What is done in silence, and then you come out when it's all done, is really going to impress people, okay? All right. So, yeah, thanks everyone for who tuned in to tap into the Oracle 8 with Levitate with Tate and asking what toxic traits do I need to let go of. I think we addressed a few here, but I really appreciate everyone who is helping my channel grow. So please put a comment in the section or comment down below, and I will see you next time.